Hi everyone. Today I wanted to talk to you about New Malden, which is also known as Koreatown. I've been there a few times myself, and you know, if you live in London or if you've been to London, then you've probably heard of it and you might have gone there to visit. It's one of the largest Korean communities in Europe. So today I was going to read out part of an article. It's not that new, it's 2 or 3 years old, but I think it describes quite nicely, gives you a bit of nice background to how Koreatown was created, how it came about, and what it's like today. And then I might do a follow-up video a little bit later on in New Malden, and where we can look around together. Okay, so here's the article, and it says New Malden has been home to a large Korean population since the 1980s, with approximately 20,000 now living in the local area. There are currently approximately 53,000 Koreans in the UK, including 18,000 Korean students. So it's the largest Korean community across Europe, as we said. The first Korean association was formed in 1958. The association accepted membership of the people who studied in Britain for more than 3 months. In 1965, it was developed into a Korean residents association that included not only Korean students, but also Korean residents. So at that time, only 200 Koreans were here in the UK. In the 1970s, the number of businesses operated by Korean companies increased dramatically, and the staff of the companies joined the association. New Malden had a fantastic and regular train service to central London and began to attract Koreans due to its relatively cheap housing prices in its early days. The Korean town, which began to grow with the increase of Korean immigration for 10 years from the late 1980s, expanded rapidly, especially between 1996 and 1997. However, due to the 1997 financial crisis in Korea, 60% of Koreans in New Malden returned to Korea. Recently, the visa screening process has been tightened and the growth rate has slowed down again. New Malden is the most populated area among Koreans in Europe. There are about 20,000 Koreans living there now. The BBC featured New Malden as part of an article and named it London's Little Korea. So there are more than 30 fantastic Korean restaurants in New Malden, almost 100 Korean shops, including supermarkets, estate agents, travel agents, study centres, hair salons and barbers. Korean food, with its headquarters in New Malden, is considered one of the most successful companies in the local area. The company, which has been in business for more than 15 years, operates a chain of wholesalers selling Korean ingredients such as noodles, tofu and kimchi, and has 11 grocery stores in the UK. At first it was targeting Korean customers, but later it expanded its business to include traditional Chinese food and has become famous among British people. Korean associations in New Malden have donated hundreds to thousands of pounds to Kingston Council and Kingston Hospital, funds which are usually raised through Korean festivals, including food festivals, various Korean culture events and golf events. And then earlier in 2018, local resident Jae Sung-ha became the first Korean to be elected as a councillor in London. So that's like somebody who's a member of the local New Malden government. And he is keen to get more Koreans involved in local politics and build on New Malden's reputation as an open, tolerant place to live. Thanks very much. See you next time. Bye for now.